Hello! Sorry about the delay. Was starting up the game is causing some slight issues. Okay, so yes, I've grabbed one more dragon egg. It turns out only one of those two dragons I pissed off yesterday was a female, which is how it goes. I also did some research, and this is something I want to share first of all, because this is actually something that I thought was very, very valuable, and why I left my bloody computer on all night. So Astral Sorcery has its leveling up requirements, right? Like we've gone over those a little bit at this point. Is take damage and take damage, move, and place blocks. Well, it turns out that these vector plates from Dark Utilities counts as movement. So if you get the really extreme ones with a good bit of movement speed buff like I do, and I apologize, this is going to look fucking atrocious. And extremely laggy. What's happening right now is I'm spinning around this circle almost instantaneously, so you can't actually see it. And due to that, you get EXP for this, which is why I'm level 43 now. However, I will admit that's only 5 levels I gained overnight. And I basically set this up, what, 2 hours after stream? So it's not very effective after some time. However, I did get a tad bit of lifesteal, which definitely helped me out when versus the dragons. However, I think fighting dragons is a tad luck-based for me, because if they just decide to chain fire breaths, there's not much I can do. And depending on their movement pattern at the time as well, there's not much I can do. However, I did manage to kill 2 of the buggers, and we got 1 egg. So hopefully this doesn't have same issues as last time. Also, as it's probably quite prevalent, my health has declined somewhat just due to the fact that I have been fighting dragons with little success problems. Again, I fought 2 dragons over the entire time between last episode and this, and they did shred my HP a good bit. So now, I have a theory as to why it broke last time. So I'm going to be real cautious about how I approach this time. So what I'm going to do do that just to ensure that there's little water as possible, to ensure that this fellow won't drown, because apparently that is a thing that can occur. And what I have to do is not use these, because I think what may have happened was the shift effect where I knock things back with the gem armor potentially may have been the root cause. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put that there. It's not like we're hugely worried. And I will pull out... Where are they? There they are. Now, I believe I have to leave it in the ice. Tis my understanding. Just gonna make sure I have the hatching thing on my second monitor while I'm doing this. Because, again, I'm gonna watch this thing like a hawk. More freezes, the egg hatches in a few minutes. It is recommended that the egg is placed in a shallow pool of water so the owner can hatch the egg without worrying about drowning. Can only tame must be placed in water to start the hatching. When in the water freezes and the egg hatches in a few minutes. So we're going to watch this fella and make sure that this works instead of possibly yeeting it into the stratosphere. I just have a bad feeling that, like, it hatched, I yeeted it, and there's an ice dragon over there waiting to just fucking destroy everything. Because remember, with this, we can get the last, like, the end game armor that we can get. I don't believe there's any armor that will get us any stronger than Dragonsteel will. Because if I go... whoops. It is... blah, 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 blah. There. This is what we're going after. Look at that fucking armor value. Now, we're not going to be able to get the chest piece, sadly, because we're not replacing the living chest plate, or the reinforced ironclad living chest plate. But we will be getting these. And we're going to be enchanting them and affixing them, much like we've done with this fella. Which, if we can get that done today, I will show that entire process on screen, as well as playing around with Dragon a little bit. I'm not going to go huge into it because there is, I mean, I haven't even finished its home environment because I've spent my entire time just building that little roundabout, the merry-go-round, and killing dragons between this episode and last. I know I said I'd do it on Monday, however, the person I play Stardew Valley with decided to not want to play it again this weekend. So that has fallen through as well. So I expected it, honestly. So I plan to actually play this today anyway. That's why I set up that thing last night. To get me some more levels and do some dragon hunting the moment I woke up today. Come on. I wish I knew better what each of these items do. Let's have a little look at the dragon command staff while we wait. As an item can be used to stay or wander or escort. It can be used to set a home position for tamed creatures through shift right click. A dragonbone flute. And that when played will tame the dragon. Okay, so it's the flute that we need to use. Oh, so it's an area of effect? Okay, what is going on? This is the second time this has happened. Let's see. Dragon egg. Disappeared. Oh, I need to add an ice and fire, don't I? Blah, 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 blah. Da, 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 da. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay. It must be so close to it before it despawns. I'd be amazed if it despawned. No, it just looks like I'm getting screwed over. Okay. Because the previous one I tried the 3x3 of water, and that didn't work. That's why I tried the 1x1 of water. See if that worked. No, it just looks like it's disappearing. But when the water froze, it reappeared. It did not reappear for me. Guess we're gonna go find some more dragons. Because we're very hindered by finding more dragons. I do have some other things I can do, but I want to go... I want dragon. Just pure and simple. I want dragon. And I want specifically an ice dragon because that armor looks best. However, actually, at this point in time, it doesn't really matter all that much, does it? Okay, let's go to Krugd. If you're wondering why I'm coming here, if I give it a moment to actually catch up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna search for an underground dragon. Now, these buggers can be a good bit elusive. However, we have pretty substantial spawn rates to compensate for the fact that we didn't have dragons for the fairly long time. Now, the reason I come out this way is because if I just show over here quickly, this is an ice and fire structure. I've already killed, I believe, the Cyclops that was in here. Which guarantees that this area is of acceptable spawning. So then we do this. What height do the caves typically spawn? It's pretty low down, right? Oh, I actually want to collect some of this. Oh yeah, that's right. Move this over to here. I'm trying to think, because one of the easiest ways I ever found to find dragons was to be in a spectator mode like situation. Oh. My bad. Ooh. I love these rooms. These look cool. And I don't know if there's a spectator mode I can achieve inside of this mod pack. Kind of partly reliant on things like ravines to open up large spaces. Oh, hello. This is a dungeon, isn't it? Where's my exit here? Oh, what a lovely area it is. Too bad it doesn't care. Another large area, see if there's any signs of a dragon nest on the edges. There does not seem to be. Bugger. Why the fuck is... What? Well, that's just unfortunate. But why is there cobalt in... Okay. Where are we? Well, we're in a very new area. That's a good point. We could always try and fight a Medusa. Pure and simply, Medusas aren't hard. They just require me to remember to put on a blindfold. Because otherwise they will kill me. Just straight up. Yeah, no, fun fact, they do not care about any resurrect effects. They do not care about anything. They basically just set your health to 0 and you die. Like, it cannot be described any better than they just do lethal damage. Technically, the good idea I should actually follow is follow the dark blue oceans like these. Not the warmer oceans, because the oceans have a pretty good chance of... Jeez. Pretty. Spawning the big ice dragons. Well, no. Ice dragons spawn in those environments. Okay. Jesus. No, that's fairies. Fuck that. No, I'm not going near fairies. Yeah, no, they just have a really solid chance of spawning inside of the colder oceans. And are easier to see because of it. Get rid of some of this crap while we're going. Oh, I've got a little bit of iron, means we can get some more star metal at least. There's also these fuckers, which I found before, and they just kind of throw feathers at you pretty rapidly. They're actually quite rude, I have to say. What was... It's a Hydra. Oh god, do I have to beat its regeneration? It's got a lot of heads now, huh? A distinct impression I may have fucked up. Do I need to kill all the heads as fast as possible now? The regen just keeps going up. What do I do? How do you die? Do I have to hit it, smack it from the back? Like, it seems cutting off the heads kinda does the damage, but it regens them too quickly. Also, yes, this fight's gonna probably be just like an eternal fight as long as I can hit it. And I'm progressively just gonna keep getting, like, more absurd as this fight goes on. Bro, what the fuck do I do here? I never fought a fucking Hydra before. I know what they are via myth, but like... Also, if I remember correctly, the rule of Hydras is they eventually kind of run out of their regenerative powers because it gets too absurd. I can't seem to kill him. And I'm also near fairies, so I don't really want to fuck around with that too much longer. That's dungeon. That's a jungle. It's a jungle out there. Da, 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 da. This is a warm ocean. That's not what I want. Maybe I should just commit some global damage. Turn this into a cold ocean. Now it's kind of understandable why I've been hunting around Lurk there, isn't it? I think it's about time I teleport back home. Yeah. There you go. I'm just gonna toss all of this crap in here. It can sort its own shite out. Still a long ways away from having max HP again. Alright. Let's go back to here, because this is going to be one of the better places to try and find ice dragons. I've scoured quite a bit, but I haven't gone down to the southern half of this. So let's just go straight from here. So kind of one of the tricks you can use is if you've got a lower render distance, the entities will spawn in first. So you'll see the dragon, and then you'll see the den. Like that. Though that doesn't look very large. Oh, I just realized we were almost completely out of draconic power. Map, so I can kind of remember where this is. Oh, that's going to be hard to try and just flat remember. That Hydra teared through my fucking battery pack, I guess. Just gonna grab a second one of these for now. Keeps me nice and well topped up. Okay, so I kind of remember the slime island near it. We'll just need to try and look for that, and then we'll go for the dragon after that. Though, again, it didn't look like a tier 5, which is not great for me, because I'm specifically wanting tier 5 dragons. Because those are the ones that actually give you the eggs. There we are. Knock, knock. Wakey, wakey, it's time for school. Yeah, this isn't a tier 5. You do 2 breaths back to back, you're an asshole. Oh, these are very pretty blue, aren't you? Seriously, another breath. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, is that as long as I don't get like several breaths back to back, I'm fine. Okay, game. 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 That took a good half minute. I'm gotta say, I really wish I could disable the heart thing, like the reduce hearts part of that thing that I have. Just a sec, I need to charge my fucking headphones. I forgot to leave them on charge overnight. That was my bad. I mean, technically I shouldn't even be fighting this dragon because I don't think it's a tier 5. And if it's not a tier 5, it's a waste of my time. Should be around here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Seriously, you're a bitch. I want to kill you now just out of spite. Come here. If you stop teleporting. Come on. Come on, you piece of shite. See, the thing is, these fights are no longer difficult, they're just aggravating because of how stupid it is. Like, before it was genuinely like I would have to just hope that it was possible and it just really didn't seem it. Now it is possible, I know it's possible. 'Cause I've done it several times and I'm about to do it again. Seriously. I'm not angry, you're angry. Was that it? Okay. I'm not kidding. The other day, after like some of the fights I think I did, was it no, it was yesterday. It was yesterday, yeah. The fights I did yesterday, I genuinely spent like a good half hour just going into hammock, going into bed, going into hammock, going into bed to just get my HP back up. Because it's a flat value it goes up by. This is why I'm really starting to dislike this teleporting mirror. I might actually, because of that, genuinely consider a replacement for the charm slot. Alright, where is the bitch? There he is. Come here. Bruh. Come back here. Do you seriously bite and then breath? You're a piece of fucking work, aren't you, you cunt? Come on. That's what you fucking get. Alright, now to fucking... Could you bugger off as well? So, to anyone that wants to know how to harvest a fucking dragon's goddamn pieces because you're a bitch, just go up to them and you hold down left click. Preferably with an empty hand so you can get all the parts. Just so it's also known, if it's gonna drop an egg, it drops it pretty much like immediately. Like if you've gotten to skeleton and don't get an egg, you're not getting an egg. So don't bother. So that was, yes, it was a tier 4. I was right. Well, I killed it out of fucking spite by the end of it, so. Again, you're trying to look in areas that has this darker hue of water, not the lighter blue. The more aqua-y sort of color, because those will not. It won't spawn in those areas. Or if it does, it will be on the edge because of this area. What's in the fuck? It wasn't a monster, it just was a very weird cave formation that made it look like a monster. Oh, speaking of which, there's one mod that I really wish it got updated to 1.16, which is it Creep and Run, is what it's called? Or Scare and Run? Scares and Run? It's like this parasite sort of mod. I'm not kidding. If that gets updated, that's straight up either going into this pack or the next one. Probably the next one at this point, because I'm gonna be honest, after we get the dragons sorted, there's not much else to do other than Chaos Guardian, create, and then just trying to finish off some of the other stuff that we've started but not completed. So I'm gonna be honest, this is probably one of the biggest time sinks that we're gonna have, and this is why I've been trying to do it a little bit off camera, is because it is just so time consuming and it's just so irritating to do and watch. Also, yes, the glacier areas like this, it can spawn in them as well. Like that's kind of the intention, is that it spawns wherever any place it would be cold. Hence it being an ice dragon, I guess. Come on, game. I know you don't like this because I'm rendering a shitload of chunks. But you gotta work with me here. Good old big sea serpents. Can fucking tear them on a new one instantly now. I remember when you did half my HP just by jumping up. Oh, how the times have changed. I'm thinking, by the way, because like, so this has actually genuinely been like a big thing on my head because, thing on my mind, sorry, because, since we are getting to a point where I can actually see the end of this playthrough, and I'm gonna be honest, I will be genuinely surprised if we actually die at this point. Like, it would be very difficult. But even if we do die at this point, no matter what, how the series ends, the next one's going to be a new pack. And it's going to involve, like, quite a lot of work on my end. And I'm thinking, unlike this pack, because it was kind of a piggyback off of another pack, I'm gonna go through, learn all the intricacies of everything, and actually set the pack up to be publicized for everyone, because I feel like I will be designing a pack that a lot of other people might enjoy as a alternative to something like RLCraft, because I personally don't quite like RLCraft, because I think its restrictivity philosophy, the way it's handled, isn't to my taste. Not trying to say that it's a bad pack. In fact, I think it's a really, really cool pack, and I think they've done an amazing job, and I think this is a tier 5. Yes, this is. Fucking ugly grey colour, though. Alright, cunt. Yes, this is, because it's got the 30,000. But yeah. Alright. Can I deal damage to you, please? There we go. By the way, when it picks you up with its jaws, it's basically the best case scenario for me, because it can't do, like, significant damage, and you can just look directly up and deal damage to it. It's broken out. And back home we are. There we go. But yeah, like, if anyone's got ideas for, what the next pack will be, I'm gonna probably make it a little less intensive. So there will be probably a few mods removed that I felt were barely noticeable. I think is the best way of saying it. Not to say that they're bad mods, just to say that they're not, they've not got enough substance to really give me what I wanted. And I think I'm going to remove tech mods. Like direct tech mods. So industrial foreground's going to be gone, and quite possibly draconic, because I do think draconic is a really cool mod, but I feel in this pack it really underperformed in comparison to what it does in a normal world or a hard world, where like you've got a lot more room to play with. I might just do a cycle quickly of regaining max HP. So the best way to do this, if you're ever trying to do this, is have these two in this similar location. And the hammock is at 25, 0025, and then the bed is at 1026, I believe it is. So, like, you can't go into it until it says day, but day is on... Oh, went back a second there, because it's weird. Now, so... you cannot get into it any earlier than that, and then, again, it's 1026 is when you can get into your Minecraft bed. I've tried using the watch. That doesn't seem to work with this. Which, again, makes me really consider not having it because it's just such a large amount of HP I end up losing overall. In comparison to being able to just quick flick to, like, a advanced dislocator if my last totem pops. I feel that that's kind of my thought process on it now. So what can actually go into charms? So I know that can go in. I know these can. There's some that are pretty substantial. Let's place asleep without delay. Slowly reduces the insomnia counter. Maybe. It means, it depends on what it means by removes the delay for the sleep. Does that mean, like, I can sleep immediately now? Because then that would be pretty good. Allows the wearer to instantly pass through portals. That's unattainable. Benevolent Goddess Charm. I have no idea what that does. Tiny Planet. I think that's a magnet item. Don't think I want that. It's just store experience. No. No. I don't think that's what those are for. Instantly eat food, don't care. Don't need that. Because that's going to be the next thing that we need. No, don't need that. Flux capacitor, no. Tracks items, no. No. Stores and infuses potions. Well, I may as well get one of these for that instead. Okay, so it's probably going to be like getting an absorption for unbreaking. I think that's what we'll probably have as our final charm, or something along those sorts of lines. Just a charm that can be considered pretty oh, I mean, there's also the though I think that was necklace, right? Yeah, it's not shown up here, so I'm going to assume no. Because if you do type in charm, it will tell you everything that says slot charm. So some of these things don't go into the, as you can see with these don't go into the slots. So, and we don't want really anything else from here because that can go in charm back body. I don't think there's anything that goes into back that's better. Store more items. That's belt. No. Flame Dragon Bone Sword. Well, that sounds nice. For bonus damage versus Ice Dragons. Keep in mind, it's bonus 8, so it puts it in the 20s range. This does about 170 damage, the sword that I've got. So, not as good. So some backpacks can go in there. That can use arrows with potions. It's kind of cool. But no, for the most part, there's nothing that will go into the back slot that's better than the shield. trying to find in-game items at this point for this stuff is pretty hard, because like head slot doesn't have anything good. I'm thinking, again, that's another thing I'm considering, is like ensuring that I have a slot filled with something that feels good and impactful, but not overpowered. Because, like, I would argue outside of maybe, like, the Ankh Shield, nothing here is overpowered. Well, actually, Lightstone's pretty broken. Ring of Arcana's okay, but, like, Ring of Odin I really love, but it's going to be sad to see it go if I don't do Botania again, which I'm genuinely considering. Because, again, outside of those items, there's not really any substance to the mod to keep me going back and forth for it, outside of like a couple of little things here and there. And honestly, a good fair few of those are visual. It's 27, sorry. Like Astral I want to keep with, because Astral's feeling really, really nice, and I like the idea of it. I know that so far this episode's just been me talking about like the mods that I'll do next time. Astral feels good. Blood Magic feels... I don't know. I think I might say no to Blood Magic and find a better late game option for armor if it's not just affixes on dragon stuff. I'll still probably keep in Equinal Exchange, however, I will put in mod limitations on what can be done with it. Because I'll probably be doing like something with the quests. Kind of, again, RL craft, but like very much a different flavor of it. It's kind of my idea. Like, I don't want a mod that's just me sitting there and suffering through a lot of things. I want to actually give a very rewarding experience that doesn't feel too slow but not too fast either, that you just burst through it and you're like, I don't care anymore. So I'll see about tweaking that up over the next while, because like I think given the speed in which we're doing stuff now, I would hazard to say that given good, if I can figure out what's going on with the dragons, we can probably be done, honestly, in a week, but we'll probably be done by the end of the month. Kind of want to get more purple hearts before we go further. And I genuinely think I'm going to remove that charm. It depends also on the lag, because potentially I could lag through the invulnerability window. And that's a bit of a horrifying thought. But I do think if I'm going to do this again, I'll have the baubles in there, but I'm going to probably remove that charm, because the phylactery charm basically meant that from that point onwards I didn't have to care about the game, and then when it gets to late game it becomes a mix of both really absurdly good and really shite. Because like, Astral Sorcery has a resurrect effect. You have the natural like Charm of Undying effect. Like there is a lot of resurrection or invulnerability moments. However, none are as potent as sending you back to spawn. Yeah, because I could get this and this, I don't know. I think it will require a lot of research before I really consider what I do with it. But it also depends on what other people think. Like, what of the series you thought was good? What do you thought was bad? because like that would probably heavily like influence what I think should be in it again. Because this sounds horrible, but like I've said this before, Tinker's Construct is an amazing early game building thing, but it very quickly gets outdone by a lot of different mods in a lot of different ways, and I always felt real like sad about that, because I think it's a mod that deserves a lot of respect, and I'm not wanting to go like, oh well, I want to make it OP and make it the entire mod balanced around its tools being the best. But I definitely don't want it to be kind of like what I did with Equivalent Exchange, where it's just I got to Equivalent Exchange and I no longer cared. So roughly where was the dragon? Because it was kind of near these ice fields. I think that's it there. So about there. Because like I also feel like hunting these dragons has been like a very boring task now, because I am as strong as I am. So now it's just kind of a fight of me going like, how irritated can I get at these dragons? Because they are... No offense to the mod maker, because like I understand that entities like this are fucking atrocious to code. But I do feel that like at very many times this thing is a piece of shit. And like it's just not doing what you tell it to do. Spend all that time regening health and instantly die still. If I could just get one of these dragons. I've had 2 attempts at it, and the problem is, right, is if I was in a non-hardcore world with cheats on, I would make the argument that it's like, okay, I've tried twice and it's clearly a bug, so I will give myself a way of getting it. This isn't the case here. I do not have any room for error, and that's why I'm getting probably the most annoyed at this, is because it's just like, this is something that I can't control, and I'm just getting screwed over by it. Like, I'm gonna be honest, if it fails one more time, which we're gonna try, no matter what, before the end of today, we're gonna try it one more time. If it fails one more time, I'm gonna go into a creative world, see if it works with that, and if it doesn't, then I'm going to try and figure out the answer. Because fucking seriously, clearly something's wrong at that point. Because fun fact, these are only supposed to have like a few hundred, if not 1,000 HP. This is like 30,000 HP. The scaling for this is really, really terrible. And again, that's... I don't know who you can really put that on. If that's Minecraft or if that's... Oh, he's breathing again. See what I mean? It's RNG. It's just RNG you get screwed by sometimes. It just like decides to breathe multiple times. Is there a cooldown for that? Can I make that they have a cooldown? I'm just gonna stay here for a moment so I can clean up my armor's durability. Alright then. I think after we kill this dragon, we're gonna get rid of the charm though. The phylactery charm. Because I think it's just a detriment at this stage. Though I really want to have more, like, stats before I do. Again, the biggest thing I think we can get is try and get to here. Because this is more life and more vampirism. We've only got the 0.5% at the stage. Which is getting amplified by perk enhancements. But, like, that's kind of the thing. Is like, that's still gonna be, like, only a small amount. Not until, like, much later on does that actually start to become a significant amount of lifesteal. However, we're doing a significant amount of damage, so we should theoretically equal out. You gonna chill out with the breath for a moment? No? I mean, like, I also don't know which version of Minecraft I'm gonna play next, if it's gonna be this one or again, or if there's a more modern one that has better stuff. What? What? Okay, what? Now that one confused me. There had to have been a huge amount of delay. Because no matter what, the breath hasn't been doing that much damage. But yeah, like, I just want to get a bit further along with Astral, and then I think the phylactery charm crutch can be removed quite happily, because it's just... It's causing more problems than I think it's solving, because of just sheer amount of max HP I do have. Though I think what we might do is because, so to get an unbreakable charm, you need very specific stats on the Apotheosis infusion crafting. The infusion crafting through the enchantment table. And to get that, I believe you need dragon heads. Like Ender dragon heads. Multiple. That's not EMCable, by the way, and that is both by, like, the choice of the mod developers and everything like that's involved, and by my own choice, because I didn't think it would be a good idea to add an EMC value to something like that. There is a couple of things I am considering doing EMC values for next time round, but yeah. Actually, you know what? Now that I think on it more, if I say no to tech mods, that means I don't have a refined storage system. Ooh. I don't think anyone's gonna like my management of storage. I mean, it could work if I am a bit more absolute with my MC values. Like, going everywhere with them. Because that's basically the main reason why I have it. And if I'm getting rid of a bunch of other things, then it doesn't work as well. I just, like, it's because what am I going to do for the alternative for this? What is the alternative magic option for doing this automation? That's a question that I will pose to the general audience. But like I've got a list of things that I'd want to check out, and hopefully they'll update or they'll work with what version of Minecraft I'm choosing. Again, this stream's going to be a lot of talking about kind of like what's going to happen next, purely because this is a very boring and frustrating experience of fighting a dragon like this. Because the other thing is, I'm not actually getting that many astral levels now because the scaling expectations of it are really high, and I've not gone for any experience perks, which I'm gonna leave for now because like I'm just again not that inclined towards it because I don't feel that they're extremely valuable for what you have to spend. I also will admit, one other thing that's actually a little disappointed me is I genuinely thought this pack was going to be harder. Now that kind of sounds really funny when I've died multiple times now. Like I'm dying this regularly to dragons and all that sort of stuff. Asshole, stop. Fire brute. Seriously, again. Again. Breath attack immediately. You got to be sucking a fat one. Oh. I think we're going to switch over to something else for a little bit. I really want to get a dragon egg going before, let's at least one more before we finish. However, I'm going to accept that at this point in time we need to take a break from it, otherwise I'm gonna just not want to finish the stream. So, what we can do is the other mod that I was considering doing some stuff into, which is more Ars Nouveau, because I thought we could get some pretty interesting stats from this. So first of all, we're going to want to do this. We should have all of those in quite a large supply. Or no, we should only have some of them actually, because I think the other horns really only been a few times. Oh yeah, we should also dump this crap. Because we don't get that other Wilden spawning in the spawner. Christ. Thank God this is an infinite storage, huh? So there we go. I think it was Vexing that we needed. Yeah, and then a Lapis. So one of those, one of those, one of those, one of those, and one of those. And we get this, which is EMCable. Now we try and figure out the ritual, which is in here. I believe it should be... perform a ritual requires a ritual brazier and a tablet. Go ahead and use the brazier will ignite and wait for activation. In this situation, you may throw in any additional items as a way of augmenting the ritual. If you wish to Augment the ritual, simply toss the items on top of the brazier. To activate your ritual with an empty hand, once activated, you no longer be has been consumed. If your ritual requires an source to operate, the brazier will pull from source cards within 6 blocks. Okay, so source gem block and arcane pedestal. Okay, we can pull that up quickly. So an arcane pedestal is in a bunch of arcane stone, which we do still have a good bit of. So craft one of these. We can't make too much more of these because again, so source gems aren't EMCable. It's tragic, I know. We do want to get one of these as well at some point, but I need to get this. Okay, so then with the pedestal, we use that for this. So we need gold, source block thing. And it was gold. Okay. Now with that augments, this ritual will summon a random variety thing. When augmented with a spike, a horn, and a wing, this will summon the thing. Note of summoning the ritual will destroy blocks around the brazier. So we need an additional lot of these, I think it is. What I'm understanding. Just grab a stack of each because it doesn't matter. And it said destructive stuff, so let's move ourselves over a little bit to here. So we got this, this, and this. So that should work. What the hell? You look ugly as fuck. You got a thick booty though. Oh, he's looking angrier. There we go. So now we've got the tribute. That is an EMCable. Oh well. Toss that in there. So then I need the enchanting apparatus, which isn't this thing, right? No, it's a glyph press, so I need something new. So enchanting apparatus. What do I need? Iron and gold, and not gold, diamond. One, two, three, four. Rid of that. And then a diamond. And now we can make an enchanting apparatus. Okay, and then the... Ooh, that's not the book we want. This book. Then to make the thing, it needs a reagent, which is a source block, then that and gold. Of course we needed the gold. Oh, I'm dying. Oh. Yikes. Okay. So an arcane core needs to be placed below. Was that what this is? No. Machines, enchanting apparatus. So we need a core. There we go. So more arcane stone. Okay. And how does one make arcane stone again? It's in. It's just stone. Stone. That's smooth stone. No, we want normal. God, I really hate that about this. Okay, we needed arcane core. There we go. So we need 2 more gold. Of course we did. Why wouldn't we? Arcane core. There we go. So we need this. And then this. No recipes found. Okay, so we put... use the chart place above any number of arcane pedestals near... Oh, Jesus. Okay. We need pedestals. One, two, three, four. We need 5 for this recipe. I'm assuming that works. And then I'm assuming I click on it with this. No. With this. No. To use them, place any number of arcane pedestals nearby with their items. Once you've filled the pedestals, use the middle item on the enchanting apparatus block. Which I'm assuming is this. No recipe found. There we go, so it just needed to be a little bit more central. Ooh, it is pretty though. And now we've got a focus of summoning. Which I think is like the only focus in here, from memory. Okay, then... then I was going to get some more... like, so Summoning familiars. To begin with summoning, you will need to obtain a bound script of the entity you wish to befriend. These can be obtained by performing the ritual of binding near a relevant entity. Shut up, cat. Shut it. Come on. Leave me alone. Not now. Go find somewhere warm to curl up that's not here. Alright. Oh, that's right. We're going to upgrade the book as well. That was the other thing I was going to do. Which we need another one of those tributes for. See, this makes me a little sad because, like, I'm doing this and I'm just like, wow, this is piss easy. Literally, there's only, like, 3 things left in the game that can even scare me at this point, and one of those is dragons. Did I put the ritual brazier in the thing right? Yeah. That dummy ass. Look at that dummy thick boot. You fucking mind. Okay, we've got the Wilden Tribute, which means that we can make the final tier thing. So to do that, what else do we need? We need a Nether Star, a Totem of Undying, Ender Pearls, and Emeralds. A Nether Star. Two emeralds, 3 ender pearls, sorry. The Wilden Tribute, and the Totem of Undying. When did that get in there? Alright. And then we need the book itself. So we need this, and this. Is this shapeless? It is shapeless, cool. And there we go, we've got an Archmage spellbook, which... what's the button for it? K, that's right. Woof. Okay, so with that done, mythical clay. Marvelous clay plus diamonds in that. Marvelous clay is magical clay plus that. This is one of those times where I really wish I had set up auto crafting. Again, something I feel like I hugely missed out on because I spent all my time trying to focus on survivability. Something to make sure I pay attention to next time. I'm gonna just quickly go and do the dumb thing. And I'm sure people can already figure out what the dumb thing is. First I'll do one more sleep rotation, get a little bit more HP. Oh, whoops, wrong way. This way. Well, it was closer to that way. I guess the other thing is I'm looking at my base and I'm like, there's not much I really want to do to it. Just going on why I'm looking forward to another series. Because there's not much else I really want to do with this base, and like there's this area I need to clean up, but like outside of lots of cleanup, there's not actually that much I want to do. Like I want to finish that tower. I want to. Like, I feel that outside of killing this dragon and then going and killing the Chaos Guardian and then learning some create mechanics, I don't think there's anything else I'm really excited to do. And I think that's not a good sign for the health of the series, because if I'm not enjoying it, then it's definitely not going to be fun to watch. Alright. Let's go hit the dumb thing. I need to sit up properly. Hurt my back. Yeah, I'm not actually visually taking a lot of the damage right now, so I'm probably quite low HP. In fact, like right now, I'm probably already dead. No? Okay. No, I definitely am. Okay, I'll let my armor repair. God, my hair also looks pretty atrocious this morning, I'll admit to that. I see, so now I actually understand that mechanic. That's why my HP's not been healing up. It's because it's the armor is taking all of my healing. Interesting. Okay. Even though, like, I tried to apply an affix to it, so it means it should be unbreaking. But, you know, I'll look into that as well, because that was something that was... I'm wondering if that's specifically because it was using Ancient, or if it's because, like, when you transfer an affix to something, it doesn't actually gain the unbreaking effect. Because if that's the case, then I'll just make sure Ancient doesn't turn up in the pool, because that was what I did before, is I tried to make sure Ancient could turn up in the pool, because I assumed that it had the same mechanics as its predecessors. But if Mythic is going to be the correct option, then I will do that. But I probably won't be able to fix that this series, I'm gonna be honest. Unless I go through all the effort of redoing my living armor. Okay, come on. Come on, you bastard. Oh, of course, you do another breath attack. Why don't you bite me like you've done in the past? There you go. I'm gonna quickly have a look and read, because I think... Do I have any more ancient items? I should have at least one, maybe. If it's gonna let me go down. There we go. Because Mythic says I'm breaking underneath there. Epic doesn't. Why is that in there? Do I seriously not have any more ancient items? Bugger. Because I don't think there's a way of pulling affixes from an item without destroying the item. See, it's because this doesn't say the unbreaking tag on it. What if I got nice normal piece of armor? See, it doesn't say it. And that's what's got me going. Like, I don't think the unbreaking tag from... Oh, that's... Because that's epic. It's mythic we want. Mythic. Alright. We'll just grab a piece of mythic and then, like, another mythic. There should be plenty around here somewhere. There we go. Fuck the enchantments. Cool. Then we turn you into a mythic upgrade. Then we pull you off. Doesn't say it's still. Okay, and then we get iron chest plate. Still doesn't say it. So from the looks of it, that actually is like the big no sell for me when it comes to the affixes, because I was assuming I could get the unbreaking aspect on them. Which means that probably... I have a feeling I have a mod that I really want to add next time, if it's not super buggy, like it has been with multiplayer servers. That's my big worry with it, because it's an extremely atrociously balanced mod, in the terms of, like, it was never designed so you could play it in hardcore. It just one-shots you with most things. Because when we played it in hard, it just destroyed us. But then we found out later the game was very, very buggy. But it was likely due to the fact that it was a multiplayer setting. That's something I will test, because I think that mod might make some of these mods a little bit more enjoyable to play with. I think it would be quite funny. Okay. I'll start testing the pack later today, I think. And getting it sorted out as soon as I possibly can, because if I can get it sorted out, then again, if this keeps stagnating like atrociously, we'll possibly try and wrap up faster. And it will mean that, like, I'll spend all my time in my free time, like, pushing this mod pack to get ready so I can just do, like, 2 or 3 streams and it'll be done. Which I feel like is really, like, screwing the viewership of it over, because, like, I don't want it to be like, oh, what was the point in me watching along as much as I have, because you've just done everything off camera. And I think I was pretty bad for that as it was. Like, I think next series I'm going to try and do more on camera, including building. Like, I'm going to look for mods that are well designed for hardcore play, and then external to that, I'm going to look for ones that I can rebalance in accordance with hardcore. And how I rebalance them is going to be down to like doing either stages and having certain things locked behind them, or having certain items disabled and such like that. Because let's be honest, like the one bit of... Did you seriously double breath? Oh. One of the big benefits of playing modded Minecraft is that you do feel like this unbeatable god, almost. Like that's the intention behind it in my eyes. Is you try and feel like this really substantial character in this world. That's what modded has over base Minecraft. And now I'm not one to go, it's like, oh, but I want it to feel like I'm completely broken and unbeatable and that sort of ilk. Like, I want the challenge, but I want it to kind of be like almost that Kratos story where it's like man becomes God, not starts God. I want to be weaker than like the normal mobs and suffer miserably for it. But I also want to actually feel like I eventually completely outscale everything in the fucking universe. But I got to there and I earned it. So I think that's the big fault of this pack, is that it wasn't structured. Whoops. Come on, let me pick up my goddamn sword. There we go. Like I had too much unstructured stuff with this, so it didn't have a progression curve that was reasonable, because again, going down equivalent exchange immediately and then just like getting to this point where I don't have to worry about items kind of made a lot of things pretty absurd. And while I don't want to completely get rid of the chance of being able to consolidate power and play safe, I do think that I want to offer more of a immediate challenge. Because so this is actually something I want to point out. I talked about this with someone else because they were wondering if I was going to do RL Craft, because it's apparently had an update. I've never played RL Craft because I've seen its structure, and that's why I keep talking about how like I don't like its philosophy. Just in a personal sense. Again, I have to stress, I've not got anything against the pack creator or the pack development and everything like that they've done. I think they've done a phenomenal job of a mod pack trying to make one that is just like, I want a difficult, more realistic sort of style of playing, and that's fair. They've done that. But in saying that, they've all like, I would prefer to start off with like a much more clear thing to it, because the other key detail to playing hardcore in Minecraft, and I think this is something a lot of people can agree with if you've played hardcore Minecraft, which is hardcore Minecraft is not a test of that's right, fuck you. Fuck you. That's very aggressive. I'm sorry. I'm just going to turn this on so I know when stuff drops. And if I miss it, a dragon egg. And it's a blue one, okay. But I do think that what I'll do is I will enable and disable a bunch of things. I think that's the big learning point I've gotten from this pack, because when I'm completely uninhibited, it causes me to quickly do stupid shit. Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to do it over here. This ensures it's got plenty of water around it. Then we're going to watch it like a bloody hawk. You're gonna... You're gonna do the thing? There we go. So it said don't be further than 5 blocks, so just to make sure we're in the block next to it. Okay, this better fucking work this time. Oh, I'm gonna be very angry. Come in. We're not, like, moving away from this location. We're not moving around at all. We're just gonna stare at this. I'm not gonna even open inventories because that's just... I need to watch and see everything that occurs and make sure that nothing goes wrong. Be very quiet. Come on. Come on. I know you can do it. Come on. Oh god, I just looked at my power very quickly. I'm gonna have to go toss one of those batteries into charge, aren't I? Stay away, fish. I will kill all of you. Come on. I'm being so quiet here because I'm just so hoping this works. Like, fingers crossed and everything. Please give me my dragon. Please. Please. Come on. Please. Work. Work. God, this is taking so long. I'm trying to look away, but I can't. Oh, god damn, I'm going cross-eyed looking at this thing for so long. Come on. Come on. Do it. Come on, just do it. Man, my lightning dragon I had in my server was way easier to get than this. I got one, I got lucky, and I killed the dragon, I put it on the thing, had a storm, and just it was born. There's not a time of day thing, no. No. No, it just says it'll hatch after a few minutes. This has gone on longer, so I'm actually starting to think that genuinely the thing that I fucked up is by moving away. Like, so far this has been a much longer time about it all. So I think maybe I have been screwing up. Okay. But where? So I have been fucking up. But it was different. So it does say unnamed gender male stage 1 of 1 days. That's right, you can do this. Oh, look at it, it's on my shoulder. Ah! Also, what the fuck is looking at my stats? Jesus Christ. Look at that armor value. I think the way to do it is shift. Okay. Don't scare me like that. Who's a good looking boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I actually like the blue. The blue is quite nice. Okay, so now we need... So you are going to stay here. We need the Dragon Forge. right? Ice. Is it not in here? I thought I put it in here. Where did I put it? Is it in here? It's in here. Oh my god, don't. Oh, look at you sleeping. Okay, I'll go sleep as well. I'll take your advice. Oh my god, they look so cool. How much can I feed you? Your max size now. I mean, you sit on the platform relatively fine. Okay, so we need ice dragon blood and iron, I believe it is. Yes. Okay, so spacebar makes dragon rise, cool. Ah. But did that work? No. How do we do this? Powering the multi-block structure and allowing... Okay. It's a multi-block structure. That would explain it. There isn't one craft. It's a 3x3 cube. The blocks require as follow: one dragon forge, one dragon forge input. Okay. Let's... break this for now. We'll fix this area later when... Oh my god, I made a bit of damage. You just stay there. I will be back. Thank god I didn't do that in a different direction, huh? Okay, so what we need from Ice and Fire is we need a aperture. Dragon Forge Ice Aperture. So we need more of the scale blocks that are relevant to ice. Okay, then what we need to do is create more of the the bricks. Ice bricks, which is stone brick. No, that's mossy, sorry. You feel like I would have researched this by now, but... Okay, we've got a good bunch for now. So we need one of these apertures. So we need some iron. We already have iron in our inventory for now. We'll just do that. Then we need 8 dragon bone blocks. I'm assuming that's what this is. So we need a bunch of dragon bones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 17 dragon forge bricks. We've got enough. Okay, let's go build this somewhere a little less disastrous if I miss. Shall we? But not too far away, it's because the dragons are a little temperamental. So we need... Okay, oh, fuck off this. So it should be dragon bone, dragon bone, dragon bone, dragon bone. Brick, 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 brick. Brick, 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 brick. Dragon bone, dragon bone, dragon bone, dragon bone. Core, aperture, brick, 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 brick. Okay, now, by the way, I still have no idea what to call this dragon. So if anyone's got any idea... Oh, jeez. Oops. Any ideas of what to call him? Oh, it just automatically does it. Okay. That actually takes a long time to make these. I'll leave you at it while I cheat. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so excited. So. Helmet. Pants. and the boots. As of now, we have officially gotten the baseline of what we want. Now, as I said before, all of the stuff doesn't look all that pretty, but now the sheer amount of armor that we have, because like it's just yellow at this stage. It can't handle the statistic for it. It's just that high. I don't actually know how much armor we have. I wish there was a way to check that. You're doing your best, buddy. I love it. You do you, boo-boo. You do you. I will fix this stuff later. Because I do kind of want to have this actually set up properly before I'm done. But now we've got our final end game armor. This is what our late game will look like. There's nothing more, nothing less than this can be done. Outside of enchanting it and all that sort of stuff, which we'll go through some of the boring and irritating processes for that now. Again, I cannot stress enough, there's nothing better than this armor, and the only reason the chest plate wins out is because it just gives 50 health. And I would argue 50 health is better than gaining about, what, 53 armor? Like, health scales better with high levels of armor than armor scaling off itself. But, jeez, this is a lot now. Like, it is a lot. And now that we've also confirmed that affix, like the affix type doesn't actually give it unbreaking, I will build slightly differently. Now, I should also show that we can go and make dragon armor for our little fella. So I will do that. I think we'll probably make the ice stuff. It's actually really expensive to make this, because like you have to make 4 pieces, and like each piece is actually just blocks of like the armor. That's silver. This is like blocks of ice dragon steel. So if you were to do this in a natural environment, it would actually take quite some time. We're not in a natural environment though. We're in quite the absurd environment right now. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh. This actually makes me very genuinely quite happy that now I've got this sorted out. And I figured out that yes, okay, I will accept it was my own fuck up. I haven't been handling the dragon thing properly. Just falling asleep and then still doing the breath. Oh, that's so stupid. Okay, I love it. But yeah, no, it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Okay. Oh, that's so good though. And also keep in mind that like these perks are going to amplify armor by percentages and flat values, and armor is just going to be really, really absurd at this point. I'll leave you roaring into the distance there, bud. Again, so between now and Monday, if anyone comes up with a name that I really like, I will just use it. But we will name him on Monday. We're not going to name him today. So now to go through the process of doing affix stuff and enchantments, which means that we're going to need levels, sadly. Now that I kind of think on that a little bit. Oh, that's right, I need to change out one of my batteries. So, what we'll do is we'll grab this and... Should we figure out how to do the charms as unbreakable? So it's here. This is the recipe. So it requires exactly 50, requires 85 to 90, and requires 8.5 to 13.5. And it requires 100 levels, which is really worth it with the Charm of Knowledge too. Because I think that's the highest we can get it, yeah. And the only way to get that kind of Eterna, because you see here it's got max thing, there is the Draconic End-Shelf, which requires dragon heads. So what that means is I'm going to have to start beheading a bitch. With Severo. So what we'll do is we'll head off to the end. I'm going to quickly sleep. I will admit that platform does look pretty small for the fella now in retrospect. Because like my friends, I asked them about it and it's like, do you think this platform's big enough? And they just all said just no. I'm like, well, and they're like, well, if it's max size, I mean, it'll spill over. Okay, that needs to stop happening. I'm gonna fucking panic every time I don't see the dragon there. But like, I genuinely feel extremely unkillable at this stage, which I kind of want to go find something to prove how wrong I am. Like we could go to try and find a big dragon and just show where I'm at with armor and stuff like that. Because again, like one of these gives more, like about as much armor as we had in total, each piece. So, you know, it's just gone up. It does mean we lose a little bit of the cool mobility that we had with like the other, the gem armor. And by the way, yes, I will continue to be using gem armor as the cosmetic for my armor, just because it does look really cool with the mod that I found for it. Trying to think. No, we'll go to the end and fight the Ender Dragon, because that will still kind of give a bit of an inkling of how tanky we are now. Alley-oop. Okay, and then I need, what's it called again? End Crystal. So I think I said I was going to show this and I never did. This is what I was talking about. So you get an end crystal, which is a relatively cheap recipe. You place 4 of them down on the points like this, and then it will start the spawning. You mind. So do not interrupt any of this, by the way, because it will just cause it to have to keep going and resetting and stuff like that, and it doesn't work properly. So while this is happening, just kind of let it go its course. And boom. So if I hit this, maybe the shield is affected by armor, because I swore this just got through the shield really quick before. Cool, that's all the crystals, so now we just go after the dragon. Damn it, I didn't hit it with this. I don't care about any of that. I need to kill it with this cleaver, so I have a real good solid chance of getting its head. Which I should almost near have guaranteed at this point. So I didn't need to prove how strong the draconic weapon is and how it can almost one-shot the dragon even in hardcore. I think everyone could figure that out before. Oh god, this weapon is really not good, is it? If anyone's got any cool ideas for like an Ender Dragon farm, I'd be real up for it. Because like I've never actually set one up before. I don't think. I think I have once, but it was shit. That would also generate the heads, that's the big thing. Yes, we got one. But it's flying with it right there. Bruh, this dragon takes so long to realize he's dead. So that's a dragon head. At Apotheosis, how many would we need for being able to get from 30 to 50? We'd need 5 heads. Ah, that's gonna be annoying. Yeah, so with 5 heads we can get it from 30 to 50 because that will be nice numeric out. And then I'm wondering if this enchant here works on other items, not just the charms. I can look that up quickly because I'm pretty sure it's in here. No, no, nothing there. Let's try doing this. The amount of fillets you get. Okay. And yeah, this is the only way to do this modifier, is only for Tinker's stuff. Yeah, so it looks like it's only for the charms, which is fine. By the way, it has to be in exactly these positions, otherwise it does not work. Oh, I'm sitting poorly again. Also, while I am moving a lot slower now because I don't have the gem armor equipment, do keep in mind there is a lot of movement speed left for us to be able to obtain. and I was hesitating on getting some of it because I didn't want to get it while I had that, because it was just going to become just unusable. Okay. Like, don't get me wrong, this cleaver does do substantial damage. It's just, it's kind of hard to compare versus 100 something. God, this just reminds me of the Terraria thing where it's like the dude removed invulnerability frames from the game and just how quickly the game became really stupid. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave him to actually go poise because I don't want him to accidentally die to, like, my armor or something like that. Right, you take a long time to position. See, and now that there is the pain of this experience, is that I don't even have it guaranteed. I will do the rest of this at a later date. Because I don't think people want to watch me getting annoyed at not being able to get a bloody dragon head for a while. And I'll be doing it on a brand new thing. Sleeping. At this point in time, what is there to actually see me do? Trying to think. I think we've basically gotten everything we needed to do done today. All the key things that I wanted to do anyway. Oh yeah, I did clean this up. I don't think I've actually talked about this. I've finished this all up, and over here is one that's affected by... One of them's affected by something and the other is affected by the other upgrade. Give me a sec. Okay, so one's a conjuration catalyst and one's an alchemy catalyst. What these are used for is like exchanging certain things into certain things. I I think this one works similar but different. Yeah, it uses it to duplicate certain items. I just set them up because I might as well. Outside of that, haven't really done anything else. Oh, I did upgrade these Gaia mana spreaders, but that was something that could be done a long time ago because that was just pure and simply the ones we had before, and then a Dragonstone and the Gaia Spirit, both of which you get from the portal and killing the Gaia Spirit itself. And they're also EMCable, so... yeah, no, I don't think there's anything else I really want to do today. Maybe we could go try and find another dragon. Should we go find another dragon and see how tanky we actually are? Like, the best part is, and this sounds almost a little horrible in some regards, I'm not actually too fussed if we lose this ice dragon steel armor, because I do have the EMC, like I could just EMC it back. It's when it's enchanted will I care, and it's not enchanted as of yet. What was that? Looked very strange. Almost looked like there was a shark there. Don't get me wrong, it could have been something I've seen before, but I was just... No. Now I've got a bunch of crap in my inventory. Alright, let's go try and find another dragon. Preferably a tier 5, but we'll settle for whatever we can find in the ocean. So looking at the map, pretty much going straight this way would get us there. What the fuck is that? That's wetland. Will get us to frozen areas that we haven't seen yet. And that's the big priority, is trying to find frozen or cold biome, cold water biome areas that we haven't explored to try and find the dragon. Come on. That had to be one, yeah. Wiki wiki, it's time for school. Oh, you look like a smaller one. Yeah, you're just a tier 4. Okay. God damn, seriously? You can still do quite substantial damage to me, apparently. I don't know if the game's designed around having this much armor, huh? Come back here, bitch. Come here, you weak ass bitch. That's right. Know your fucking place. Okay, so I feel like I've proven that, like, killing dragons has now become quite a simple task now. Okay. I guess I was wrong, and that was much larger than I thought. I can't remember what this one is. Whatever it is, it's got a locked off bottom. I'm not dumb enough to go test it out, eh? Well, I guess we've got another dragon egg if we decide that we want another dragon. Actually, wait, I can check the skull. No, it was a stage 4. I guess stage 4s can give dragon eggs as well. Well, I think that we've officially broken the levels of the amount of armor that can be gotten. This isn't the one I popped open. This is a different one. I mean, you know I gotta. Wiki wiki, it's time for school. Yeah, no, this is a tier 5. Come back here, you little bitch. wondering if this armor will even survive this fight. I don't think it will. Well, dragon, adios. We're kind of proven the point, though, of even with this, I am still killable, but not easily. We'll put the dragon egg in here for now. Yeah. You good there, brother? Wasn't the only one that saw that, right? Okay, okay. Is there anything else to cover other than that? No, I don't think there really is. Well, I'm going to let my fella here just have a good bit of a go at the fucking merry-go-round. And I think what we'll do next time, so first of all, please put a comment in the description as to what should the dragon be called. And then, yeah, I don't know what we should call him. I haven't thought on it, I have to say. I'll think between now and next. If no one else puts up suggestions, I'll figure something out. But yeah, no, then after that, I mean, probably just grinding up the EXP and grinding up the Ender Dragon heads so I can make the unbreaking thing. So I'll do the grind for that next, between Monday, now and Monday. And then, yeah, that's everything. So if you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, remember, got to know what the dragon's going to be called. Aside from that, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you again next time. Until then, yeet.